You can still do different animations, like flip this up and rotate it around a bit. So it's going to come in like that. Looks cool enough. And so let's head on up to the one above it and hit the position and the orientation. Keyframe them, slide it on over to match up with the other one. And again, just screw around with it, push it away, 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 and then rotate it however you want. Just do some random rotation, get what you like. And then that'll come in like this. And head on over here. Position, rotation. Make sure that that's aligned nicely. One more. Okay. And screw with it. Put it up to the right. Rotate it. Put it back. Rotate it downward. Alright, so that's good. And the last one, position, rotation. Yeah. And I actually just realized that I should have only been doing the rotation because I'm going to be needing to do the position from the middle anyway. To get that like bursting out kind of thing. So I won't do that on this one. So rotate it. And then you're going to want to change the position so that it is in the middle of the screen. Or around the middle of the screen like this. So it kind of like bursts out of the middle. So I'm going to need to head on back and switch around the position of these other ones. So grab the position and move it on into the middle. And that should burst out too, except for it isn't. Because I guess I don't even know why the hell not. Let's undo that. Alright, so let's see what's going on here. Yeah, so that's normal. Position. If I move this down, left, hopefully this works. Yeah, there we go. I don't know what the hell's going on there. You're going to want to put some more Z on this one too. Get a little zoom coming on out. And I'm just realizing right now this is going to be a long ass tutorial, so hopefully it's not too boring and you can somewhat learn so that it's got some kind of value. And there we go. Move on down here. It's so late. I don't know why I do these so late. It's stupid. Alright. So there we go. And then you're going to want to go bring up the opacity, Shift T. Bring the 100 over here with this, then go back to 0. So it kind of like shoots out and like fades in too. Head on up to this one. Bring up the opacity. It's up here. 100, move it on over. 0. Up here, opacity. I guess I could just go at the bottom. Here. 0. And opacity. And so this should look wonderful. Just wonderful. So, alright, we're looking pretty good so far. We have our shot, our HUD fade out, the blue glow fade in, and we have our pieces come out. Awesome. Alright, so let's hit Control A and pre-compose all this, keep it all together. Alright, and then let's bring in a new God, I suck. Adjustment layer. Grab a ellipse mask, and I'm gonna hold the mic between my legs again. Go to the middle. Hold on, I'm just adjusting the screen of my computer. Alright. Go to the middle and make a small circle. Hold shift to make a perfect circle. And have it nice. Actually, it's yeah, that's good. Scale. I'm gonna need to scale this up. That looks wonderful. And now let's go for that CC. Bring in exposure. Bump it up. About 4.5 sounds good. And let me bring up the mask. Duplicate it. And let me see if I can remember this. So, let's bring this up so I can see a little more. You're gonna need to put this. I forget if it's the top one or the bottom one. No, it's the bottom one. Put the bottom one on subtract and move the expansion inwards. So there, you get that little ring thing that like pops out of the center, if you remember. And so let's make it a little bigger. And yeah, so what you're gonna want to do is keyframe the mask expansion. Oh, and you're gonna want this to happen right here, starting right here. So bring these on over, and as these shoot out, once they hit the end, you're gonna want this expansion to be all the way out, and you're gonna want this one to be behind it, and you have to keep working on it until you get the right sized ring that you want. To adjust that, you're gonna want to either raise or lower this value, and the higher you make it, the wider the ring's gonna be. So that's looking pretty nice. And to get the rest of it, you can either screw with the expansion again, or you can just hit scale and hit that, and then move over a couple, and then scale it down a whole bunch, and then bring up the opacity and just put it at 100 there and 0 before, and then that'll come up and go and launch out all your crap with it. I might want to move this over 1 or 2 frames. So nice, looking really nice, I think. And then so what you're going to do is get your HUD thing back again. Actually, you know what? I'll just go in here, copy this layer, come on back out, paste it, and delete the mask. Oh, and I'm gonna need to get rid of all the position crap. I don't exactly remember how you reset stuff, so let's just check what the position is. 960. Fuck, wrong one. 540. And let's make this. You know, this probably would have been better if I duplicated it another time in the beginning. But bear with me as I figure this out. Make this 3D so I can get this out. Let's 0 obviously. And then the rotations are all at 0. So you don't need this to be 3D anymore. Let me grab my rotation. Set everything down to 0. Alright, wonderful. And the opacity on keyframe 100%. Alright. Oh, god damn it. Alright. So we just need to delete these. Not that. What the fuck? There we go. Alright, that should be good. Hopefully it's good. And it's good, and I don't want these keyframes, so I could have just done that. But yeah. So after you have these things shoot out, right about here, you're going to want to duplicate this and move it over so that it begins at the same place. So we have our first ring shoot out, and then our second ring shoots out. And yeah, there we go. And you're gonna want to grab this and use another circular mask on this layer, and we're gonna have to move this underneath these and put a circular mask in the center. Okay, wonderful. And then bring that mask expansion up. Double tap M to bring these up, by the way, if you couldn't figure that out earlier. And head on down to where this is smallest. Bring this back in, and you can see this is looking all tiny. Let's just make sure this makes it. Alright, wonderful. So bring the expansion down to be like minuscule, like you can't even see it. And then keyframe it, and then just go with this, go along until you reach the end, and then you're gonna want to bring the expansion all the way out, and if you're lucky, it'll line up nicely. Not exactly perfect, but it's good enough. And what you're gonna want to do is just turn up the feather a bit, and this is off by enough that I think we can alter it just a smidge. Well, first of all, this isn't even the same spot, but it's close enough. And let's just make this original one a little bigger. And make this... And then we can just move around keyframes to get this to work. So we can move this one closer in, actually. And that looks like it's pretty good. You see it shoots out. Alright, looking wonderful right now. Just hit the opacity here and have it be 0 before, in case there's any of it showing. You don't want any of that, so that'll shoot out. And then to finish off this wonderful tutorial, you just bring in your normal, why is it not coming in? There we go. Normal crap. It doesn't matter where it is. And gotta find that frame. So you move it up a bit. No, that's too far. It's before he gets shot. Why is this so freaking laggy? Alright, let's see. Is this it? Almost. I got so lucky before. It always takes forever to find this frame. Yeah, I mean, you can do it an easy. Ooh, close. Probably like one off. Oh, yeah, I gotta have this on. There we go. Nice. So then you're gonna wanna hit this time freeze frame, and then you pretty much just need to find the time right after this shoots out, right about here, and just bring up the opacity, set it to 0, keyframe it, and then move it over, bring it up to 100, and it'll fade in. And now, if you wanted to, you could end this right here. You could cut off your animation right here, pre-compose this. I just used a hand motion. I always do that when I'm making tuts. But yeah, cut this off right here, and then play the HUD, the no HUD version, as a video instead of a still frame, and then have the other with the HUD version over top of that in the same position, and then have it fade on top so that it'll be moving when this fades on, as opposed to being stationary, which doesn't look quite as good. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I didn't bore you to death. Hopefully you learned something, and I'll talk to you guys later.